locating these coyotes the night before, Tori sets up with his client, Jason Mortimer, and gives out a few howls on the MFK competition howler. After a vocal response from the coyotes, Jason Mortimer spots two run across the field right in front of them about 150 yards.
I guess what we'll do, we'll go ahead and ease up there to that opening and try it. I mean, that one just ran across it. They normally don't like to do that, but...
Jason ends up seeing one come across from right to left, then sees another one cross back left to right.
We'll ease up there to the edge. If they hadn't smelled us, we should still be all right.
Tori and Jason end up moving up about 50 yards to where they can see the small opening and give out a couple more lone howls. After getting an immediate response to lone howls on the MFK 2-reed competition howler, Tori switches to MFK pup, whimpers, and moans on the Icotec GC500 MFK edition. Notice how the coyotes are still being very vocal to the MFK pup, whimpers, and moans, but pay careful attention to the wood line to the right of Jason and watch what steps out.
Right there, right.
Notice how Tori immediately adapts to this particular stand and changes up from the traditional pup distress following a shot and goes right back into howls, mimicking the coyotes that are out there in front of them, trying to trigger territorial response. Tori goes into some MFK howls on the Icotec to simulate more coyotes have moved into the area. Watch what it does to this pack of coyotes. Notice how their tone immediately changes to a more territorial challenge howl and bark.
exactly where everything's coming from. Of course, they're a little spooked, but what we'll do is we'll wait a few minutes, and one may pop out just trying to check stuff out. We'll give them 5 or 6 minutes, and we won't say nothing else from right here, and then we'll try to move on down. They're still callable. That's why I don't like to set up in these openings. They usually will skirt you when you're trying to call them into the opening. Only reason they ran across it earlier is because the calling wasn't coming from there, so they didn't. That one wheeled just before you pulled the trigger.
You know what they say, sometimes it happens, shit happens. This was one of those mornings. What did happen?
Well, we set up first and had 2 come in, but they didn't come in where we could get shooting, and we moved up and set up again and had one come in 20 yards maybe.
Yeah.
And
it looked like a timing deal, like about the
same time I shot, he spun around, I guess. Something like that, but
like I said,
didn't get him.
Shit happens. I was watching it on the camera, watching right over his shoulder. Y'all will see that. But coyote popped out. He's getting on him, and just one of those timing deals. About the time he pulled the trigger, coyote wheeled, and like I said, shit happened.
After taking a quick break for lunch, Tori and Jason locate a pack of coyotes. As they're moving in on them, they end up walking right into the middle of them. Watch how Jason redeems himself.
Let him come across the lane. Shot dang near took his leg off.
Did you get that?
The first shot he was behind the tree, but I got the second one.
Every damn time it's behind a tree.
Never fails.
Oh well, but you got the second one. Weird. You always trying to hide from the camera. Oh, we got Jason Mortimer in. He's originally grew up and from PA. He lives in Texas
You
now.
can call me Yankee, it's alright.
Yeah, you can pick up on the accent. It don't sound Texas. This is a spot me and Kerwayne had always had coyotes, locate coyotes all the time. Knew they were here. We saved it for our last stand of the day, and we were walking in. They started howling down there in this corner, which is where we were going to set up. We broke and run down in there to them, and actually run right up in the middle of them and got lucky. Looked and had one coming across right here, and we ain't even set up yet. And I think we got one down right there. It looked like a mangy one, but we kill them all, no cause. Had the group on down here howling. He hit him with the first shot and looked like finished him off with the second. So we're on the board again. That makes we've called in 9 coyotes and then had this 10th one. Didn't even have to call it, but the locating coyotes, that's why we're so big on that. A lot of times we'll get an opportunity like that just from knowing where coyotes are. But anyway, another one in the pile.
That's where I last seen him.
There he is right here. Got ain't mangy after all.
He ain't even.
I would have swore that circle was almost slick. Another dead one. Tied my Brent Conaway drag to him without touching him. Drag him out here and we got a little more light. And I think you shoot better when they're running. Yeah, he got a touch of the mange, but he actually got more hair than I thought he did. You about that first shot about took his leg off, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Over here, Jason, I'm about to believe you camera shot. You got to get here with your prize. You treating it. Jason treating his coat like an ugly fat girl. He take her out on a date, but don't want his buddies to know it. Anyway, here it is. We tried to call those other ones up. That's why it's a little darker, but and didn't have any luck with that. Didn't figure we would, but it's always worth a try. But so far we've had a pretty good hunt, huh?
Yeah.
That's I hope you've had a fun trip.
Oh, it's been great. It's been great.
We've had a lot of vocal action as usual, and get some killing done too. But, called in 2 black ones on this trip.
Yep.
Can't beat that. And like always, we're combining MFK diaphragms with the MFK sound library on the Icotec eCall. That's what we've been calling these coats in. Howls and pup distress, MFK fawn distress. We've been combining, mixing some stuff up, and we've been getting them in. Locating, had good luck locating. Y'all know we're big on locating before we hunt, and you've seen how effective that is. Move right in. What, we're averaging about less than 5 minutes on our call-ups.
Yeah.
When we go in and sit down, and it's usually anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes, we got the coats in our lap. And that's all due to locating. And the way we're doing that, we're riding around, howling on the MFK diaphragm howlers, and then using the MFK coyote duet when we need to. Sometimes they'll answer, a lot of times they just answer the lone howls on the diaphragms. If they don't, we follow the lone howls with the MFK coyote duet on the ICO. And I'll throw in the, combine that with the diaphragm howler to do a group howl, and get them to howl like that if they won't answer the lone howls. Lets us know where they're at. We move right in there on top of where we hear the howling, and a couple howls and a little pup distress, pup fight, MFK pup fights, what we've been having a lot of luck with. But that's pretty much the story of this hunt and several more these past few weeks. But we'll drag this thing out of the farmer's field and maybe get another one in the morning. To get any of our stuff, as usual, just go to our website, MFK Game Calls, watch our videos. You'll see Jason's hunts coming up soon on our YouTube channel, MFK Game Calls. Keep up with us on Facebook at MFK Game Calls. Leave us some comments, and we have weekly giveaways on our Facebook page, so check all that stuff out. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'm ready to go get some supper.
Cool.